Go to hell. It's a very happy sounding go to hell, I have to say. Very uplifting. Go to hell. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Low End University. It's Sunday. It's time for another random drawing episode from all the requests I received over on Patreon last month. Let's jump into that spreadsheet and see what we have. 200, I know it was 200 something, 240 requests last month. They are randomized here in the spreadsheet. Let's go to random number generator, 1 through 240. Keyboard is too far away. And whatever's on line 234, way down there, is what I'm hearing today. And that is Bayside. Haven't heard of that band. Go to hell. Okay. 12 votes requested by Joe Modic. Okay, Joe, you got your time. Let's see what we have here. Jumping straight in. Bayside, go to hell. Let's get right in. Is that bass?
Falling down, bad shit sort of way. Mistakes were made, and they'll be made again. I feel no shame, so why am I sad?
This is kind of right up my alley. If we're talking about the scene I kind of hail from, playing progressive metal, this is a bit djenty, a bit modern. Almost has that sort of Plenty-esque guitar voicing, just really rich composition. I'm curious if that opening lick was on bass. It now that I hear that the low-tuned guitars are in there, it's like they can chameleon as either, just depending on the tone or the processing. Either way, we're hearing this kind of triumphant D major going between major third 4 back to 1. So let me start that over. I didn't expect that huge wall of sound, just boom! That big, really nicely mixed metal sound. That kind of thing, okay? Kind of major key and happy. Yeah, and it has that sort of symphonic overture thing to open up the song. Those guitar layers that are mixed a bit back in the back. You have this just nice and regal stuff. And I like how the snare, dega, 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 is lining up with that kind of thing there. These vocals are nice and velvety. When I say Plenty-esque guitar, that could refer to a lot of the modern players out there today that I felt I was pretty adjacent to playing in Scale the Summit. I'm just very familiar with that sound and that style of pushing the art of modern guitar forward. Animals as leaders, all those players, Periphery, Misha, Tosin, Polyphia, Tim Henson, just kind of reminds me of that styling here. But I've never heard the name Bayside, so I'm not sure where they fit into everything. But these velvety vocals, I'm a big fan of already, just hearing a few lines. All right, let's see where this goes.
Sort of way mistakes were made, and they'll be made again. I feel no shame, so why am I sad every single day? What needs to change? Can I be changed again? Where do wishes go when they're tossed in a well? Are they screaming for help? I think that I should finally go fish them all out, claim them all for myself. But down to the best laid plans make when they all go to hell.
Go to hell. It's very happy sounding Go to Hell, I have to say. Very uplifting. Go to hell. Not listening too much to the lyrics yet. I'm going to try, but there's some really nice just riffing and phrasing. I loved how this syncopated, choppy, I'm going to keep using the word djenty, even though I find that to be a bit reductive because I'm just referring to that syncopated, everybody being in syncopated unison, more or less. But there's what was sort of a convergence when that chorus hit and it started driving a bit more, almost a bit four on the floor in the drums, a bit more moving in the bass and guitar that just really clicked with me. I liked it. I'm going to go back to where that starts. I assume that was the chorus. See, now we're really but it comes together in the chorus.
Where do wishes go when they're tossed in a well? Are they screaming for help? I think that
I like that.
go fish 'em all out, claim 'em all for myself.
One more time.
Are they screaming for help? I think that I should finally go fish 'em all out.
Yeah, 5 diminished. So we have that sort of up to the minor 6. For down here in D, 4, 5. Nice tension there. Beautiful.
I think that I should finally go fish 'em all out, claim 'em all for myself. With sound of the bells, lay plans make when they all go to
I dig this. Go to hell in major.
Old friend, you're a sight to see. Do you remember when we could have been anything at all? Now look.
Some sexy sliding happening in the bass part down there. It's very much locked into the grid and the groove with the drum part. This is your, I don't want to say typical format of kind of chimey, spacey, wide imaging guitars that are cleaner for the verses. It kind of clears up some room for the vocals, especially in this style. Then you have the bass and the drums almost doing the exact same thing, but on different instruments. It's almost like the hits on the drum parts are triggering bass notes. That's always how I think about it, and that's a compliment because it's just really nice bass and drum unison. But to differentiate it a bit in terms of the timbre and the articulations, the bass players adding these really nice, just kind of glissandoing, if you will, between the notes. It gives it just this sort of, I don't know, kind of leans into the timbre of the guitars a bit more, the feel of them. Just smooth, I suppose. Not so rigid, like maybe some earlier parts of the song. Okay.
Sight to see. Do you remember when we could have been anything at all? Now
Yeah. Sliding up to that E.
looking back, the wasted years were the best we'd ever have, and knowing that I wouldn't change a thing. Where do wishes go when they're tossed in a well?
That's a great chorus.
For help, I think that I should finally go fish 'em all out, claim 'em all for myself. With sound to the bells.
It's almost, I use this term in several other videos. I've said it with Bad Religion and such. I'm starting to pay attention to this type of hymnal quality that chord progressions have. It's where they start, they're not just so like chord 2, 3, 4, chord 2, 3, 4, chord. Not your typical progression. It starts adding a lot of movement and syncopation alongside the vocals. And I guess I'm sure that's a really standard thing with bands of all genres, shapes, and sizes, but I guess I've just never really paid attention to that much in music until I started really sitting here and analyzing music. But I love when it's done well. And when I say hymnal quality, I'm referring to old church hymns where the keyboardist is really changing chords almost every beat along with the melody. It just adds a lot of extra punch to the melody and the context around it as far as the chords go. I think there's a bit of that going on here. It just jumped out at me right here.
Are they screaming for help? I think that I should finally go fish 'em all out, claim 'em all for myself. With sound to the
Little bit. I like it.
plans make when they all go to hell. I can't be the person you want me to, but I
Vocals sound a little bit artificial here. And I know that sounds like a negative term, but I know it's very much the production, just the styling they're going for. Just really snappy, almost sine wave-like to really, I don't know, just that almost too perfect type of vocal production. And that's not suggesting a lack of skill with the singer. I find that can be an effect in itself. Just really clean, perfect, to really let those harmonies cut through and almost have a shrillness to their perfection. I listen to a lot of bands that do that in this style. As long as they sound good live, I don't care. But I like the effect of it in the studio. Almost has a bit of like Claudio Sanchez in the vocals, especially in the sense that one of my favorite things about Coheed and Cambria getting into them early on was that he would harmonize like everything, sometimes even 3-part harmonies, just not even as an accent on the end of a chorus or something. He would sing whole verses in harmony. And I'd never really heard anyone do that before. And this reminds me of that a little bit. And that's a really good compliment because I'm a huge Coheed fan. I've been very vocal about that. I haven't done them on the channel yet because I've heard all their stuff. Anyway, enough of a tangent there. Reminds me a bit of Coheed and the vocals. Love that little... It's a nice snappy guitar line.
Where do wishes go when they're tossed in a well? Are they screaming for help?
Cool.
I think that I should finally go fish them all out clean.
And I love the vocalist's variety. I assume it's the same vocalist the whole song. There's been times I thought it was the same vocalist and it was two that sounded similar. Anyway, the really high thing I was just talking about in the Coheed vocals sounded great, but this like velvety side of the singer's voice that was more reminiscent of the intro, I really liked it. It's very unique timbre. Very distinct voice.
What sound do the best laid plans make when they all go to hell? Where do wishes go when they're tossed in a well? Are they screaming for help?
It's very Coheed in a good way. Very nice. Good pick. Okay, another really great pick. There's nothing that's been randomly drawn that I just haven't been a fan of yet. This reminded me a lot of the bands I've already loved and listened to. I'm going to do a better job of kind of doing a little research segment at the end of these random videos so I can at least just know who I'm dealing with. Bayside, American punk rock band from Queens, New York. Yeah, I don't recognize any of these names. They've been around a while. From 2000. Cool. Punk rock, emo, pop punk, alternative rock. I guess I just didn't even think about this really being much of a band from the punk side of things. Even though I know bands like Coheed originally were, but it just sounded a lot more kind of djenty. So, and when I say djenty, I'm just referring to that modern production, modern guitar thing. I really like the sound. So this is a cool blending of two scenes, if you will. Another new band on my radar I've not heard a lick about ever. I don't recognize any of these names here. So Bayside, very cool. Thanks, Joe, for sending in this request. And if you guys want to come participate in this, come find us on Patreon, patreon.com/LoWendUniversity. It's the best way to support the channel. And we do random drawings every month. Sometimes I'll do mixtapes over on Patreon that's like 15 songs in a row. And of course, we do full albums every single month that are voted on. I have bass lessons, music theory lessons, and tons of other stuff. But again, thanks for hanging out. Please subscribe to the channel. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe to the channel. I love you all. We'll see you in the next one.